Okay, hello everybody. Welcome. Happy Monday. My name is Erin and I am stepping in for Ian today. He had to step away for a funeral. So we're sending him condolences and lots of positive vibes, but we're going to continue on. So as you know, this is Marketing Money Mondays with Marina, and she's going to pick up where she left off and continue through the educational process that she's been sharing with all of us here in FlipTrader. So I'm just going to turn it over to you, and I will come back in when you're done training.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Erin. I really appreciate it. And our condolences to Ian, of course. So welcome to Marketing Mondays with Marina. I really appreciate all the energy, time, commitment that you have bringing into these Monday trainings. You know, some of the biggest questions, comments, objections that I have from real estate investors in today's market is I can't find leads, inventory is low, help me find deals. I don't know where to go to find these. And this is why we're even doing Marketing Mondays with Marina. So you can, kind of zone in and focus on one of the most important parts of your business, which is your lead generation. In fact, that's your number one job, bringing in leads. So you can convert into deals, so you can do whatever you want to do, rehab, wholesale, or whatever your exit strategy is, so you can sell and ultimately make money, right? Money is actually the marketing side of your business. At the end of the day, the money that you make is a reflection on, the leads and the lead generation that you got through your office or through your table or, phone. Absolutely. Before I get started with our DefNotes, continuing with our DefNotes categories, I just wanted to let you know I am having, every month, I have a marketing masterclass. So I take one niche, one target, something very specific, and I host a 2-hour intensive on that one specific topic. So November, I am focusing on absentee and out-of-state homeowners. So, Erin, if you can just put my link below in the comments section. I call this the off-market masterclass. Double your leads with absentee and out-of-state homeowners. So I go into the nitty-gritties of why absentees and out-of-state homeowners are a great target in today's market. And I actually give you over like 15 to 20 marketing strategies that you can use in today's market so you can get your phone ringing with these absentee homeowners. So make sure you get registered. I do this on a monthly basis. My students love these classes because I get super specific, which not a lot of, I find that that's a huge gap in the market with the real estate investing, which is, just getting really specific about everything to do with the lead generation and marketing side of your business. So thank you for that. All right, so let's get moving with our, and continue with our DefNotes framework and categories. So a couple weeks ago, I went into these 6 essential marketing campaigns every real estate investor should be getting out of their door. I have something called my DefNotes framework. If you want to look at it like from a bird's eye view, I would call this my marketing plan. And I have kind of streamlined it and organized it into 6 main categories. And I've called them DefNotes. D is direct mail. We went over in depth direct mail last week. Check out last week's video. Today, we're going to focus on E, which is email and CRM in your database. How important is that for your marketing? F is free marketing, which everyone's really excited about, right? So I'll see you next week for sure. N is networking. O is online marketing and social media. And S is signage. I'm keeping it simple. Those are the 6 major categories that every real estate investor should have as part of your marketing plan, your diverse marketing channels, so you can get your phone ringing with motivated sellers and opportunities from your networking and everything you're doing with your branding as well. All right. So today we're going to focus on the E part, emails, CRM, and your database. Okay. When I say the word CRM, what does that mean? It means customer relationship management. It's exactly that. You're nurturing your relationship with your customers, your prospects, essentially your list. Okay. If someone were to ask me, what's the most important part of your business or any business? I would 100% say your list. Okay. Here's the thing. You could have the best Facebook marketing, Facebook group in the world, and you could have 10,000 members. However, Mark Zuckerberg owns those members, right? The reason, what you need to do is start owning your contacts, owning your list. So trying to get the person's email, phone number, name, and making it part of your list, okay? And nurturing your list. And I'll give you some great examples of why nurturing and creating and making these prospects into potential customers is so important. Okay, your list is 100% the number one part of your business, okay, which is the lead generation part of your business. Okay, and I see this a lot with real estate investors. They don't have one containerized area for their lists or for their contacts. And that is probably one of the number one ways that you're wasting leads, money, time. When you containerize your contacts in one area and then furthermore label and tag them appropriately, sky's the limit. And I'll give you, specific list and email marketing strategies on why it's important. So your list is one of the most important parts of your business, if not the most important part of your business. So, but furthermore, with your list and contacts need a home. And that's where like the CRM and database comes into play. You can have, general, just standard contact management, databases, which is like Constant Contact, MailChimp. They can do great things, but those are just for kind of, your list and your contacts, right? Managing your contacts. And then you can have a robust CRM, right? Like where it's very real estate investor specific, where not only can you nurture your email list, but you can also manage your deals, kind of like real flow, lead flow, velocity. There's so many CRMs out there that prop stream, right? There's so many CRMs that you can choose from. If you have questions, I have a list of the top 10 CRMs for real estate investors. If you want to shoot me a comment below, I'll email you, the top resources that I have in terms of the top 10 CRMs. So basically, you have your contacts and your list, and now you need a home for it. And that's where the database and CRMs come into play. Okay. And then we'll talk about how to market to that list and why it's so important. Okay. So why do real estate investors invest in CRMs, customer relationship management databases? Number one, I already went over, to list build, to keep their contacts and lists in one area. So you can turn those those prospects, targets, that list into customers, into raving fans, whatever your ultimate goal is. Okay. Number two, efficiency. A CRM and a database, saves you a lot of time, therefore making you efficient. Okay. And there's nothing more valuable to an entrepreneur than their time. So efficiency is one of the number one reasons why real estate investors invest in a CRM. In fact, if you were to say, Marina, what are your top 3 systems in your marketing department for your real estate investment business? Very simple. There's 3 major systems I use. It is the G Suite. So basically Google Drive, Google Gmail, Google Calendar, anything to do with the Googles, right, that are web-based. Then I have Trello, where my whole marketing department is organized. And then finally, my CRM. I use Keep, which used to be Infusionsoft. But again, I wouldn't recommend that for real estate investors because you have to customize everything. I've just been using it for a really long time. It's one of the best CRMs out there, and I'm really committed to it. Actually, I'm married to it. I don't want to get rid of it because I love it so much, and I've customized it to exactly what I need for my business. But like I said, there's so many REI-specific CRMs that you can absolutely start with. But a CRM, my Trello board, and my G Suite are 100% the 3 major systems that run my marketing department. All right. So number 3, what's another reason why real estate investors invest in email in CRMs and databases, absolutely automation. Okay. There's something called, like, once you set up a campaign or a workflow in your database, there's this beautiful thing that happens, which is called automation. Everything gets automated. I call the initial setup the setup suck, because this is where most investors either give up or don't want to do the hard work to set up the system and automate it. But once you get through the system setup suck, then it's fully automated, and it's on autopilot. And that's the beauty of these databases and CRMs, that once you set these up and you get through that, I mean, sky's the limit with how many sequences, campaigns, workflows, marketing campaigns you can get out to your list, your specific labels in your list. Number 4 is support. You can absolutely, if you're a support, customer service driven business, you can absolutely, have your support within your CRM and database in one containerized, area, where if a customer calls, everybody in the company can go to this one customer and see all the notes with the customer. So as far as, customer service, you can totally and absolutely improve your customer service by using one containerized area for your customer service, which is amazing. Obviously, the number one way you can use a CRM is with leads. RealFlow has, a component where it gives you leads as well. You can buy leads, you can mail to them through RealFlow, which is amazing. More leads is one of the best things that a CRM can absolutely offer you, which is, one of the major reasons. Not only get more leads, but manage your leads and your lead flow. Okay. What do you do when a lead comes through your table? How do you organize it? A database and a CRM is one of the best ways, if not the best way, to organize your leads once they come through your door. They say the fortune is in the follow-up. So don't miss that opportunity to make money by following up on your existing leads, which we'll get into in just a moment. Of course, more sales is another reason why investors love CRMs. Skip tracing. Integrations. The cool thing about CRMs now and databases is they can integrate with your email, social media, messaging, Calendly. You can literally integrate most of the other tools and systems you're using into your CRM, so they're all automated and working together. Again, you just have to get through that setup, okay? The setup stage. All right. Another reason I love, investors love CRMs is because they're work from home or office friendly, because they're web based. So not only do you have something on your desktop, you can have an app on your phone that everybody can access, which is amazing. Okay. You go to a networking event, you can have a form that when somebody, scans the code, it can go right into your CRM, the person's contact, and tagged absolutely right in there. How easy would that be? Instead of getting their business card, typing it in, right? You're saving so much time. Okay. Again, you just have to set it up. Your branding, you can absolutely, have a monthly newsletter, something where you can get your branding out the door. You can have a brand voice, a brand image, whatever it is, your colors, you can get your list to start training them to get to know your branding and who you are as a company, which is amazing. And then finally, employee accountability. Do you know how important employee accountability is in terms of, here's the awesome thing about a CRM and database. Everything is time stamped. You can see who logged in, who logged out, how much time somebody spent on something, who exported something, who didn't export something, who worked on their projects, who didn't work on their projects. So having employee accountability with a system like this is amazing. So those are kind of like the top 10, 11 reasons of why investors love CRMs. Okay. Now, what are some drawbacks of a CRM? Let's get into that really quickly. One of the major drawbacks of a CRM is, okay, you'll get one, but you aren't committing to using it for one reason or another. You don't know how to get started. It scares you. You don't know how. You're being lazy. Okay, that was a call out. It's okay. It's not that you're being lazy, right? It's just you're procrastinating. Again, for one reason or another, right? So it's one of those things where one of the biggest drawbacks of a CRM is and the standard price for a CRM is anywhere from $150 to $250 for real estate investors. So here's the deal. You're paying 150 to 250 to just sit on this amazing tool, but you're not using it. So I have one rule. If you're not using it, get rid of it. Just use Constant Contact, the basic version. Get your contacts in there, label them, but don't waste your money if you're not going to use it. What I'm going to tell you right now is, so the two drawbacks of the CRM is, number one, not committing to using it. Once you commit to a CRM, you're kind of married to it. You're committing to it. And I'm not joking when I say that, right? And number two is you're not committing to using it the right way. So for example, you get RealFlow, Velocity, any of these REI CRMs. You put your contacts in and that's it. You don't set up the campaigns. You don't, set up the deal flow. You don't set up all these amazing other features that it's offering you to automate your business and create efficiency and save you so much time as an entrepreneur. So not committing to using it and not committing to using it the right way are the two biggest drawbacks with CRMs. And I suggest, if you're not ready for a full CRM, just use Constant Contact to get your list organized and labeled and tagged correctly. Okay. Now, what I want to kind of talk to you about right now is the 4 proven email CRM marketing strategies that I've come across, okay, that work. Number 1 is a monthly newsletter. Some people do weekly, some people do monthly, some people do quarterly. The reason I love a monthly newsletter, like if you're going to get a CRM, these are the top 4 campaigns I would suggest you set up right away. Number 1, like I said, is a monthly newsletter. Why is this powerful? Number 1, people get to know you, people get to like you, and people get to trust you. You are able to establish a brand voice, a brand face, and stay connected to, your list, which people love. And I'm saying, when you're first starting out, just get a monthly newsletter out the door. If you don't have any deals going on, then post a market report, post an event you went to, whatever it is. Post, hey, this is how we pay our lenders. This is how we pay our lenders a double-digit return on our investment. If you're interested in something like this, and you can put like 4 pictures of deals you've already done, which you've paid your investors double digits. It's kind of like a call to action, whatever it is. Okay. But either way, get in the habit of getting a monthly newsletter out. They're so powerful. The 3 ways that I find private investors are Facebook posts, on my personal page, not my business page. People always ask personal versus business. I find private lenders on my personal page more than anything else. Second is my monthly newsletters. When you're subscribed to my monthly newsletters, we're telling you, hey, this is what we bought. This is what we sold. We're building a lot of like, know, and trust. So on the end of our newsletters at the very bottom, we have that. Hey, we paid our investors an amazing return on their money for these projects above. They use their IRAs, they use their HELOCs, they use their retirement funds. Click here and I'll show you how you can earn double digits return on your investment backed by real estate. And then they click on the button and it leads them to a form that they can say, hey, how much do they want to lend? How quickly do they want to lend it? All of the good stuff. What do they want to lend it out of? But that's how I find it. My monthly newsletters, people see what I'm doing. I'm building trust, building credibility. People are getting to like and know and trust me. And guess what? When they see, let's just say 6 months have gone by of them seeing my emails, what I'm doing, guess what? They're probably going to see the button in a different way of, hey, do you want to invest with us? Right? So that's one of the number 1 ways I've been able to raise money. It's just a simple button based off our credibility in our monthly newsletter. So that's number 1. A monthly newsletter is so powerful for lead generation, private money, and just credibility and branding. There's, and the cool thing about a monthly newsletter through your email and CRM is a lot of times it'll allow you to copy the HTML and post it in like your LinkedIn, your Facebook, and it looks like a newsletter as well, some of the databases. Number 2, follow-up sequences. The number 1 follow-up sequence that you need to set up as soon as you get your CRM, or if you have your CRM, once this is over, this call, You can, you should run to your CRM and database and create what I call an existing lead follow-up system. So if you're getting your marketing out the door and you're getting leads in, remember, what's marketing? Right message to the right person at the right time. A lot of times you're going to get the right message to the right person, but it's just not the right time. So that's why these existing lead follow-up systems is so important. That's where the fortune is in the follow-up came out. You're getting these people the right message, the right person, just not the right time. So you want to create a follow-up sequence. So for example, you can create a follow-up sequence where 1 month is an email, a follow-up email. Second month number 2 is a SMS, text follow-up. Number 3 is an alert to say, hey, call this lead as a follow-up. And just for 1 year, continue that rotation. Email, text, call, email, text, call, email, text, call, right? Do you think you're going to get a couple of deals from doing that? And here's the cool thing about that. It's on autopilot. Once you create it and you put an existing lead in this one campaign, it's going to automatically be sending those emails, those texts. Of course, you're going to get the alert to call them, but it's amazing. Okay, another follow-up sequence I would recommend is existing investors and wholesalers. Okay, put them in a good follow-up system. So one rule I have with my students in my $1 Million Marketing Program is I say, hey, call a wholesaler. Let's start with one wholesaler a week. So you call that wholesaler a week, right? And then you put them in the wholesaler follow-up sequence. And the same thing happens. They'll get an email 1 month. Hey, don't forget about me. I'm looking to buy two multifamilies this month. Hit me up if you have one. Text. Hey, Dan, just thinking about you. How is real estate going? Don't forget about me, right? I'm looking for those 2 multis. The third touch will be calling them again, right? Again, so how many times are you connecting to that wholesaler? 12 times, right? 13 if you count that first call. Now, what if you did 2 to 5 wholesalers a week times 12 touches each? That's loaded, right? Do you think your business would benefit and there would be opportunities coming your way if you initially called a wholesaler and then put them on an amazing year follow-up campaign? Every single person would have 12 touches. Imagine you did 3 to 5 a week. Again, math is the language of business. This is a metrics game. This is a math game ultimately, right? Write this down. Consistency compounds, okay? All right, so you have your new monthly newsletter. 2 follow-up sequences that I would recommend you set up right away are your existing leads and wholesalers. Those 2 follow-up systems will change your whole business. I promise you that. Okay. Another one is anytime you just bought or just listed or sold a property, it's so important to blast your list because that, again, you're going to blast your list. Hey, look what we just put on the market. Click here to see the before pictures. Oh yeah, we're paying our investor an amazing return. Is that going to give you credibility? Yes, that's a tangible property that you just finished and you put on the market and everybody, or you just sold, you said, hey, look what we just sold, right? It's something tangible, it's something current, and it creates a lot of trust for the people on your list to see that you are doing business in today's market successfully. Sold equals successfully, okay? All right. And then finally, so those just listed or sold emails can be so powerful, okay? And then finally, any special offers you have. A special offer would be something like, hey, this month, just an email that says, hey, we're looking to buy two deals this month. So what we're doing is we're, instead of our $1,000 standard referral fee, we're upping it to $2,500 this month. So if you know somebody who wants to sell their property as is with cash quickly or on their time frame, call us. You will get $2,500 when we close on this deal. That's something like a special offer, okay? So we'll kind of end it right there. I mean, this is a loaded question, but the bottom line is this when it comes to your CRM and database. Number one, if you're going to commit to this, commit to it. Commit to using it the right way. Marry it, okay? So the first step I would recommend is, and this is a company-wide thing for your whole company, is you gather all of your contacts, you put them in one CRM or database, and you tag and label them correctly. That's step number one. Step number two is starting to set up your campaigns. Monthly newsletter, just listed or sold emails, special offers, existing leads. Okay. Take it one campaign at a time. You don't have to be inundated, with doing it all at once. Okay. One camp. So start with your contacts, make sure all your contacts, you have a system of putting your contacts in and labeling them, and then pick one campaign for you to start, which I would suggest either existing lead follow-up campaign or monthly newsletter. And then once one gets set up on autopilot, then move on to the next one. All right, Erin, do we have any questions that came in? I can go look too, but oh.
I did not see any questions come in while
Okay.
you were on. I was dropping all your little nuggets of
Oh,
goodness
beautiful. Okay.
in there, as well
Great.
as the link for your class that you talked about earlier is in the
Oh,
chat as well.
absolutely. Yes. So next week we're going to go into free marketing. So we're in the DEFNOS, the F part of DEFNOS next week. So we will zone in on probably the top 3 marketing campaigns you should be getting out the door that, are free. I have a saying though, if you don't pay for it, you have to work for it, right? So it's one of those things where you're going to have to work for these leads, but they can be very, very lucrative because hard work equals a lot of people probably aren't doing it, right? So I can't wait for next week as well. And yes, thank you, Erin. Please sign up for my, off-market masterclass. Our target in November is absentee and out-of-state homeowners. And it's you won't, it's always a 2-hour intensive full of golden nuggets. And there will be an opportunity for you to get all of the marketing that I'm going to be talking about on the masterclass as well.
Awesome. This was so valuable. So many gems in there. I really appreciate what you dropped in there for us.
Absolutely. I appreciate you and FlipTrader, and, just continue to come on these Monday, commit to these marketing Mondays, because you don't know what golden nugget you're going to hear that might change the course of your business. So that's why being committed to learning, especially this side of the business, the number one side of your business, which is the lead generation, it's going to, I'm telling you, it's going to change your mindset, change your business, and, kind of get you where you want to go. So
I loved it. And and the key takeaway for me was consistency compounds. So if you commit, as you just shared, show up, commit to the systems and processes, it will compound.
Absolutely. And it's a long game. This isn't a sprint, it's a marathon, it's a long game. So, that's what we're trying to do here with these Monday, keep it real, but keep you motivated. Keep it real, keep you motivated, and keep you moving. So
I love it. This was awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. And we look forward to next Monday and the free.
Thank you. Yeah. And I appreciate you. Thanks, everybody. Get your marketing out the door.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.